All right. Members of the culture. Better get used to seeing this face. Lot going on. I am Ra, and you are here. Welcome in, welcome in. Still on this Arizona. Green tea, folks, antioxidants. Very important. So, another episode of Let's Talk About It Then. So, if we were talking about Let's Talk About It Then we're reviewing something. We didn't even tell you this was gonna happen. We dropping this out of nowhere. Dun dun dun. Boom! In your face right there. Super 7. Lion-O. Thundercats. Lion-O on Hook Mountain. I don't know if you can really see it real good because of the glare on the camera, but here's the back. This was a classic from the good friend. It's an Ultimate Edition from our friends at Super 7. Now, I've already opened the figure and done everything. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the review real quick here. We're going to talk about it like we do all other reviews at this time. You guys know what we do. We got 5 things we talk about. We talk about cool, articulation, price, display, and accessories. So since you know that I got 5 on it, let's go ahead and get to it. First up, cool. I'm a little jaded, right? You guys know I'm a nostalgia guy, right? Silverhawks, Thundercats, Transformers. I'm a little biased, I won't lie. But we're talking about Thundercats, one of the most beloved nostalgic properties in all of cartoon lore, I'll say. We're talking about the Lord of the Thundercats right here, right? The Lord of the Thundercats, number 1. Folks, this is a 6-inch figure, so it's not the size of, the Mondo, and that'll be another video that we'll have to end up covering. Spoiler. But in any case, we're talking about the 6-inch. This particular figure has a really cool feature that we're going to talk about in just a second. Well, if we're talking about cool, and there are other factors that go into this, it don't get cooler than the Lord of the Thundercats, so that's 20 points. Let's just keep it real, all right? Next up, articulation. Now, Super 7 has been releasing... You see Monkey in back there. He's going to be up too. But, Super 7 has been releasing these deluxe, is what they're calling them, versions of figures that were from the Ultimates line originally. Everything started out was Ultimates. Well, they went to and I'm not saying this in a bad way because obviously I have one, right? But they've gone from Ultimates to deluxe editions, which were exclusive to Target, I think, at first, but now you can find them elsewhere. These these deluxe versions are scaled down versions of the actual Ultimates version. So if there's any confusion right there, think of this as, and really it's weird, right? Ultimate, would be the top. So I guess I get the verbiage they picked. So Ultimate, and then you have Deluxe, which will be underneath it. So they're going to sacrifice a few things, usually on the accessory side, sometimes articulation, things like that. But you are spending at least $20, sometimes $30 less for it, because these Ultimate Editions can be, depending on what it is, like in the case of the Monstar, it could be $70, $80, And so in the case of this line, he was a $55 figure. He was not cheap. Wasn't. Yeah, he's launching at $35 for his regular, and it is scaled down from this. But nonetheless, this one is better articulated. I can tell you that from experience. It's better articulated than the deluxe edition that launched a little while ago at Target. Much better in terms of movement. You have some things, like in the case of Monkey, and he has articulated jaw, but we'll cover that in his review. But with this one, it is better articulated than the regular version. 15 points. Next up is price. I can't really rate it high in price. As I told you, they're higher. You're talking about Super 7, who weren't really cheap to begin with, and their Ultimate Editions were $55 or $60 figures when they launched. 10 points there. Display. Now, he displays absolutely fantastic, and there's 2 reasons why. So, if you didn't see the episode about Hook Mountain, what ended up happening right here is that in the episode, Lion-O got frozen in Hook Mountain, which is why if you look at him on here, I don't know if it picks up on camera, he looks blue because he's frozen, even his head's, right? He's frozen. When this figure is taken out of this package, and I've done it plenty of times, He's taken out into the heat. The sun hits him. His face becomes flush. Color comes back in. He's alive and woken up. You'd have to watch the episode to get the full detail on it, but basically he's frozen in ice. And so when you take this figure outside and the sunlight gets to him, he becomes more flesh toned all throughout. He becomes the Lion-O we know and love. Back from the frozen, I'm not gonna say the dead, but back from the frozen state that he was in, which is just an awesome feature. So he, for display, he gets 15 points. Next up, accessories. Here's where we're going to get that deluxe ultimate debate. With the deluxe, they're going to be scaled down. You're going to get far less accessories than you do here. Obviously, you've got another head that changes color just the same as this one does. He has three different cat's claw accessories that go on here to hold the Sword of Omens, which he has a normal and short version of. So accessories, they did not skimp. 15 points. Lion-O, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Lion-O scores a total of 75 points. So that is our review of Lion-O. He is 75 points. So let me say this in closing. The regular Ultimates version of this would score the same. The regular version I would give a 70. I have that. That doesn't have the cool effect of the cool color changing feature. So the color changing, this right here, because it's the Hook Mountain version, gets 5 extra points, which is why it's 75. If it was just a regular, it would be 70. Okay? So when we're comparing Ultimates to Deluxe, Deluxe is a good figure. I want to be clear on that, and I'm going to say this again when we cover the monkey. And it's a good figure. It's worth your money, but the deluxe versions are $20 to $30 less, folks. So you know they're not going to give you the same figure at less money. That's not going to happen. So there's going to be some sacrifices that are made, but deluxe is still good. If you find them at Target and you want them in your collection, they're kind of retro carded, pick them up, okay? But for this Ultimate, it's a different experience. I wish it was cheaper to begin with. Let me be clear on that too. But at the end of the day, Ultimate beats Deluxe. 75 points for Lion-O. So please let me know how you feel about that down in the comment section below. If you never knew this existed, again, this is Lion-O on Hook Mountain. Please, if you can find it, it's probably gonna be secondhand. Might pay a little more for it, but trust me, worth it. A really cool feature, right? But let me know down in the comments down below how you feel about Thundercats, how you feel about the Ultimates as a whole, Lion-O, or whatever you want to talk about. That's what the comment section is for. Please go down there, help us fight that battle against YouTube's algorithm, and help us push this out to more members of the culture. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, and we meet again, please continue to stay collecting. Please continue to stay tuned, and above all, stay great.